The best dressed men rarely wear the obvious brands. They're secret, they know the labels that no one's talking about. So in this video, I'm sharing 5 brands that you may not have heard of that will set you apart. Think of it like an insider's list, and after today, you'll be on the inside too. So if you're new here, my name is Eben. I'm a menswear stylist. I make weekly videos helping you with your style. So enough rambling, in no particular order, let's get into it. Alright, so first up we have Clothsurgeon. If you haven't heard of them, you're about to learn about one of the most interesting brands operating right now. So Clothsurgeon was founded by Rav Mathru and is currently being run by himself and his wife. What a power couple. Here's where it gets interesting though. Rav was actually a former professional footballer playing for his beloved Leeds United before actually making the switch to fashion. The brand was actually born from his final university project back in 2012, and as they say, the rest is history. So he'd actually take vintage pieces, luxury items, even sportswear, totally reconstruct them and turn them into something new and interesting. One of the many things that makes the brand so interesting is that they occupy such a unique space, blending streetwear, high fashion and tailoring. Think deconstructed Levi trucker jacket built with premium Italian leather, track pants made from repurposed luxury materials. Everything is actually made in their London workshop and is made with incredible attention to detail. Honestly, the work speaks for itself at this point, and Rav has a huge list of celebrity clientele who've been by and created custom pieces. Just to name a few, ASAP Rocky, Nas, Kevin Hart, and a whole roster of musicians, actors and athletes who truly want something special and one of one. And if you've got the budget, they offer a full bespoke service. You can bring in your own pieces, maybe something that's vintage or has sentimental value, and they can completely transform it into something custom just for you. Personal side note, if and when I get married, this is 100% where I'm getting my suit from. The best way I can kind of describe it to you is the clothes are literally art. I hope this little breakdown has given you a bit of insight into why I find the brand so fascinating. Definitely worth checking out. And next up we've got Ronning. This brand was started in London by Magnus Ronning. And what's cool is that Magnus isn't just some anonymous designer. He actually began on YouTube, talking about menswear, reviewing brands, and actually building a community around style. Then, instead of just talking about clothes, he decided to make them. The whole philosophy of Ronning is creating what they've dubbed your everyday uniform. So think not height-driven items or one-season wonders, but clothes you can wear over and over again, year after year. Essentials have become part of your daily routine. So we're talking work jackets, chunky knits, cargo pants, silhouettes that feel timeless, but done with solid fabrics and construction. And I guess that would be the kind of genius of the brand. It isn't, Ronning isn't about reinventing the wheel. It's about perfecting the staples. The things that you reach for without thinking, but making sure that they're done really well so you don't need to keep buying replacements. If you're looking for something that isn't too flashy or logo heavy, but it's still going to make you look good, then Ronning is definitely worth checking out. So this definitely isn't intentional, but next up we have another British brand, Illicit Bloc. So Illicit Bloc was founded in London with a clear idea. What they want to do is create a space where fashion and subculture collide. What makes them so interesting to me is that they're not chasing trends or pumping out collections. Instead, it's about curation, limited runs, carefully thought out graphics, and designs that make you feel like you're part of a community. So when you see someone wearing it, you feel pretty special. They've drawn inspiration from sportswear, motor racing, running, and nautical, and put all of those things into their clothes that feels wearable and meaningful. So in a world where fast fashion is everywhere, Illicit Bloc is the opposite. And honestly, that's what makes it so exciting. Next up we have Saalt Studio. The brand is the brainchild of Joseph Padiucci, and Joe, I hope he doesn't mind me calling him that, isn't your typical designer. He's a tattoo artist, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner, and someone who approaches designing clothes like an artist would approach a canvas. His tagline says it all really. I don't make clothes, I make stories. And you know what? He means it. The brand operates with small but highly considered collections. So these aren't mass-produced pieces. Everything is thought out, intentional, and genuinely unique. He takes his time to explain every piece, why he's making it, what inspired it, the story behind the design. Honestly, the guy's a marketing genius. The way he builds a narrative around every drop is masterful. Some of my personal faves are the knitwears, the pants, the crochet jackets. These are really incredible. Definitely class them as statement pieces. And considering how unique and how much thought goes into each of the designs, the price point is totally fair in my opinion. So if you're looking for clothes that mean something and it goes beyond just looking good, it's definitely worth checking out. Alright, and lastly, we have Casely-Hayford. So it was founded by Joe Casely-Hayford, a British Ghanaian designer who came up through Savile Row, but always had a rebellious streak. He worked with everyone from The Clash, U2, mixing tailoring with street culture before it was even a thing. Now, fast forward to 2009, Joe actually teamed up with his son Charlie, and that's where the brand really started to find its groove. Father and son, heritage and a modern touch. It's literally built on duality. Think Savile Row tailoring meets British anarchy. Coats, trousers, but always with a little twist. Maybe it's the fabric, maybe it's the detailing, but you know what? It's never just classic with Casely-Hayford. So yes, it is high end, but it has a lot of personality. Alright, so that's 5 brands that I definitely feel deserve their flowers. I've got plenty more hidden gems to share, so please hit subscribe for part 2. Tell me your favourite in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Bye.